Hello and welcome. It's me, Yoshi, on World of Warships in the team battles. I don't really have a team right now, but I'm working as a mercenary, so I joined a small team, talked a bit on with them on TeamSpeak, and yeah, this is our, I believe, sixth match today. We are against an Alpha League, the Aseveljet team. They have mostly cruiser setup. The setup that we are running usually is quite similar to theirs right now. Um, and yeah, we'll show them how it's done. So at first we're deciding that pushing A is probably the best choice as right now, as both Bensons are there. We're also thinking about sending the Benson to my front and the Kutuzov here to my right over to B to contest that, as they only have one destroyer right now. Our battleships were supposed to position about 7 Echo, and yeah, that's basically where I'm heading right now. Our Kutuzovs though were supposed, together with our Bensons, to deploy smoke for our battleships in order to cover each other. As you can probably see, I'm using various mods such as Clear Sight, minimap mob, scalable crosshair, some icons. The only mod that I removed was the smoke boundaries, as it's giving an unfair advantage, so we're not using that. We also agreed in our team that nobody should use it. If you watch Flamu's stream, you can see quite well how well that smoke boundary mod is actually game breaking and putting people that are not using it as a huge disadvantage. Currently, Wargaming does not care about that. Benson was just detected. Usually, we're trying to focus on the destroyers first, as they're quite easy and good kills. As you can see, all our cruisers are opening fire on it. As a battleship, I currently don't have an angle on that, so I'm just waiting for a proper target. My chances of hitting the Benson in that angle when he's running away is like 1%. So I decided I would probably go for the Kutuzov here on 22 kilometers. So I'm moving in a group. I'm adjusting speeds to make myself a harder target and to allow our Tirpitz to move up. So yeah, I did not have much time to aim on the Kutuzov, so my rounds missed. Only we're just trying to stay defensive. Our Benson is keeping B without any problems. We have the time to deal some damage to the cruisers and battleships here. Of course, the Kutuzov saw the volley on this distance and dodged it. But I saw his volley coming as well, hitting the rudder and dodging itself as well. Now I'm still trying to get the cruiser down, because he's the highest danger from me due to the high fire chance. If you are not careful, you will burn to crisps then team matches really easily, since the fire mechanics are quite unbalanced or actually broken. Now I see the battleships shooting at me, so I'm trying to run away. He sadly got a hit in my weaker back armor and did 8,000 damage. Gotta watch out for my teammates a little bit. I decided to take some of the damage because I have no other space to maneuver. The Kutuzov actually said he will smoke up, so that was also a reason why I decided to go there. But my speed is too high and my direction is not correct, so I'm moving out of the smoke. Here we see I'm detected of the smoke again. So I decided to go back to full speed to flank them towards the west. They seem to be heading into B, that's why I decided to go west, because then we'll get a good broadside shot on them if they're trying to get towards 6-7 CAD. Benson over there is, maybe you can see it, getting attacked by the fighters. Our carrier is trying to protect him as good as possible. I killed the turret of the Kutuzov. Front turret. Again, trying to get shots on him. Sadly a bit too high for the Citadel. North Carolina is shooting on me. I decided to pull in as I'm already turning his direction. Due to my high speed and fast rate shift, I'm easily dodging those rounds. There's not directly anything to do with their aiming skills, because the Tibbets is a fast and really maneuverable ship. So even on 15 kilometers you can easily dodge salvos depending on your angle. I decided to stay to my team because there were a lot of torpedo bombers and bombers coming my way, and I'm not running the AA spec, but I'm running the secondary spec, so I'm receiving 6.4 kilometers secondary range, but my AA range is only limited to 5 kilometers, so we'll take massive damage from those torpedo bombers. So I decided to go back to our Kutuzov. Now I see them currently static there, but I don't want to show too much broadside here to the battleships, so I cannot really fire a salvo on the Kutuzovs. Our cruisers are currently focusing the North Carolina. He just used repair party. As you can see, all cruisers of our team are focusing up on him. I'm currently distracting them by driving around, shooting them. Now I see that Tiger pushing into B directly, so I decided to take immediate countermeasures. Of course I'm saying in TeamSpeak as well, but it's always good to use the hotkeys to mark targets like this one. My RNG was absolutely terrible in this salvo, but at least still managed to hit a Citadel on it. Now that Tiger and the Tibbets will be able to finish him off. And we have one cruiser down, that means we now have advantage because we have more ships. Still the same number of cruisers and battleships, but one additional destroyer. Now they're still trying to head towards B, so I decided to engage my flanking maneuver again. Because with the Tippets to their front left, if you can see on the minimap, if our team is currently pushing there, they have to angle in that direction. But at the same time they will expose their broadside in this direction. So I'm currently heading for 7 Foxtrot to get a broadside shots on them. You can already see how the Mage is showing broadside. Sadly my turret stood there for a second, so I had to wait. Now the North Carolina has to show broadside as well. So I decided to switch target back to the North Carolina. Of course I'm just angling until my rounds and turrets are reloaded. So I'm not ramming our Kutuzov. We got torpedoes coming with the way to the North Carolina, but yeah, he will dodge them all. But he's quite slow. Actually a bit too slow. 5,000 damage done. He's down to 13,000. Torpedo hit and he's done. Our Kara managed to get 3 awesome torpedoes there on that Amagi. Sadly my volley here is not really good. The Benson actually suggested to smoke us up a bit here, but I decided it would not be a good idea to use the smoke to stop them, because I can basically just push freely into A right now, and I'm definitely taking the opportunity. Another Kutuzov is trying to flank up north. Our Tirpitz today is a bit stuck. It seems like the Tirpitz tried to stop, but he pushed our destroyer and our cruisers in an unfortunate position. Just about the so they both just died on this spot here when the Benson came around and torpedoed them. The Kutuzov probably torpedoed them as well. I will try. I'm actually trying to get a shot on the full life Kutuzov here there, because the other one is behind the rock, but sadly I'm not getting any good shots on it. I can't really help our Tirpitz over there right now. He has to survive, or he has to tank the damage as long as possible. I'm trying to get a lead on that Benson, but it was not enough. He turned and missed most of my shots. The Benson dropped the torpedoes before, so I couldn't have saved our Tirpitz there. We definitely gained some time by the Kutuzov here hiding behind that rock and stopping them. In that time he's not able to deal any damage, which is good for us. I'm planning to kill that Kutuzov as fast as possible. Sadly that one disappeared there. Just trying to get a shot on it. Now we see the Benson is currently in B, but there's nothing we can do about it. We'll just continue pushing the Kutuzov. Our carrier is struggling with the enemy bombers. He has no fighters left, it seems. He sacrificed them in order to protect our ships and destroyers. I'm using the torpedoes to determine whether the Kutuzov here is speeding up or slowing down. Sadly again the rocks are blocking my wheel, so I cannot probably lead any further down in order to shoot in the direction of a citadel. Additionally he's aiming towards me, so the rounds will miss. Oh, I see. You maybe saw that for a second. The torpedo bombers here on the minimap will kill our Shitaku. He has 10k HP. But again, there's nothing we can do about it. Should have shot a bit earlier. Because of that, my dispersion absolutely fucked up. Because if you're shooting on an invisible ship, you will increase your dispersion by, I believe, 300% or something. I decided to force the Kutuzov here out of the smoke. Got 2 citadels on the Kutuzov. And you see the bombers, and I have 2 fires running, so I decided to use a prey crew. Benson is dealing damage to the Kutuzov here, and our Kutuzov is engaging him, finishing him down. I'm currently just tanking the damage. The carrier lost a lot of attack planes, so we are mostly safe right now. And in Kutuzov is really low, 3000 HP. I'm deciding to wait a bit because the rock might block most of my rounds. Finishing off the Kutuzov. Quickly focusing the torpedo bombers. Luckily my fighter is engaging him and increasing their spreads, making them miss. You can see where the Benson stopped, and you can see those glorious traces together with the previous hits, landing 2 hits on him. and Kutuzov is finishing him off. Even the enemy team is saying, "Ah, nice choices." No, we basically won. Only the carriers left. I have enough HP. I just repaired to tank him. Kutuzov might die to torpedo bomber, but he got excellent AA and still smoke up. And we have torpedo bombers incoming. Our Kutuzov here is sadly currently static, so he has to take speed, so he decided to smoke up. I'm actually not sure if this is still the smoke of the destroyer. I still have enough HP to tank all the damage. I'm not able to detonate because I got the flag equipped, so I can easily take a torpedo and live with it. But at the end I decided to dodge them. They're really slow. And there you go, 999 points, and yeah, victory for us. Now if you look on the overview, I almost caused 130,000 damage to the enemy team. Yeah, I've got a base experience of 2,500 almost. We played against the team with a rating of 500 above us. They dropped from the top 10 teams now. I carried this team as a mercenary, and yeah, it took 60 minutes, 20 seconds. And yeah, that was it. Thanks for watching, and yeah, see you next time. It was me, Yoshi. Goodbye.